Guys, fall is my favorite time of the year. So I want to do a classic fall look. Add a little twist to it. A smoky eye with a bold lip. My favorite combo. Hi, I'm Jeff Enriquez, lead makeup artist for StyleMeBar. Welcome to our first installment of makeup tutorials. So one of the most important parts to doing any makeup look is prepping the skin. Skincare. One of my favorite products to use is by Valgo. It's a marine base, which means water-based product. Great for all skin types. One of my faves. And just in case anybody's wondering, all products will be listed below at the end of the video. After hydration, I always prime the skin. One of my favorite products to use is by Chanel. So next we're gonna do foundation. Base of all good makeup looks. My favorite foundation to use right now is by Too Faced, and the color we're using on Olivia today is called Pearl. And for you bargain hunters, this is one of my favorite brushes to use. It's by e.l.f. I believe it's like $3. Can't beat that. Definitely gets the job done. So now we're gonna move on to concealer. The product I love to use for concealing is Chanel. Love their concealers. And this is a little tip from me to you guys. I know some people like to use concealers that are super bright and highlighting. I don't like to do that. It doesn't look natural to me. It doesn't photograph well. I tend to go for something a little warmer than a person's skin tone, slightly peach, because I noticed that with more fair tones, you have a slight blue undertone to the under eye area. So peach cancels out the blue. So now that we've done foundation and concealer, next thing to do is powder. But first we need to set our concealer. So a little trick that I like to do, and I'm sure a lot of people know this trick already, is called baking. I like to take a loose powder. I have several favorites that I like to use, but today I'm using one from MAC. It's one of their loose powders, NC5, and a little wedge sponge here, so apply it. So before you actually set that with the powder, you want to pat out any creasing that might be under the eye area. So this is my favorite part to do in a makeup look, brows. Brows are super important. Everyone knows that they frame your face. The product I like to use for brows is Stila. It's one of their waterproof brow pens. My thing about brows is basically keeping the natural shape as much as possible. Olivia already has a full brow, so I just followed what was already there. Kept the head of the brow as light as possible, gave her a little more definition towards the tail. That's it. So next I'm gonna move on to contour. Everybody knows about contour, so I'm just gonna tell you my favorite product to use. Right now I'm loving Fiona Styles palette in light and medium. One of my favorite products to use to start as a base for the eye is by Fiona Styles. It's for Aqua Veil Liquid Gel Formulation Eye Base. So now that our eyes are based, I'm going to move on to eyeshadow. One of my favorite palettes right now is by Tarte. So now that eyes are all smoked out, one of my favorite techniques to do with liner is called tight lining. It's where you take your liner and you run it between the lash line only. So this is one of my favorite tricks to do with mascara. I like to take a flat brush, load up the brush with mascara, waterproof of course, and literally paint on the bottom lash mascara. Now the reason I like to do this is basically you get a smoother application. You don't have any hiccups or mistakes, and I can build the intensity that I want. So now I'm just finishing up mascara. So we're gonna do a pair of false lashes, but I like to do mascara first before false lashes, only for the simple fact that You have the little hairs that are very close to the inner tear duct of the eye. It's a little harder to mascara those little hairs after you get the lash on without yanking the lash off. So this is my technique. I like to do it first. Plus it has something to meld into. So we just finished lining Liv's lips, and I used MAC's Dark Out for a longer lip line for that. And now we're gonna move into her lip color, and this is also by MAC. It's Instigator. So now we have our bold lip on. I'm gonna add a little bit of gloss just to give it a little sheen and sheer it out just a little bit. So now that we're finished with our bold lip, Liv is looking a little goth, so we need to add a little color back to her face. We'll start with some blush. One of my favorite blushes to use, or the brand that I prefer, is Cargo.